what's up everyone? Welcome back to Pigeon Empire, and today we'll go ahead and take a look at a beginner's guide to breeding pigeons. This is a video many people have been asking me, because many people have been getting to see my channel and I've gotten interested in breeding pigeons, so they've asked me this question, and I want to dedicate more videos to the beginners now, because I have covered most of the topics that advanced breeders or amateur breeders would want to know, but these topics are for beginners that I want to focus on as well. And we'll start off by a beginner's guide, like how to start off and how to buy pigeons, what type of pigeons, and all this stuff. Without wasting time, let's get started. Now, you want to start off breeding pigeons, the most important thing is a loft. Before you can think of buying pigeons, you need a loft that would be suitable for you and would not give you problems to clean, to do everything, okay, the normal things that you want to do in the loft. Okay, now according to size, according to structure, the materials, that all depends on you, because on your area you cannot use soft materials if you have predators around, because the predators might get in. That's an example. Another example is you don't need a big loft like this if you're just getting started with 2 or 4 pigeons. You don't need something big like this. Now if you want something big like this, nothing wrong with that, you can build it for future use, but make sure it's stable, it's strong and safe, and the pigeons cannot go out and nothing can come in as well from outside. You have to make sure that that is on check. The loft again has to be perfect. The drainage in the loft, like you can see our loft is slant, so whenever it rains the water spills out, it doesn't stay stagnant. If there's stagnant water, diseases come out. That's something that you need to consider as well. All those things, you need to make sure your loft is in perfect condition. Like the loft is a perfect place that the pigeon could stay in, because the pigeons will live in that basically, so that would determine how they will perform, like how they would breed, how long they would survive, and everything will depend on the loft. So make sure your loft is perfect. The second thing is how many pigeons you should start with. What pigeons? How old should the pigeons be? All those questions I'm going to tell you. Okay, as far as how many pigeons, go with what you think you can start off. If you think 4 pigeons will be difficult for you, start off with 2 pigeons. The minimum amount of pigeons you should have is 2, which is a pair, male and female. That is by default. That you cannot take 1 pigeon and keep a single pigeon in a loft. I'm telling you, that is something you should not do, because I made that mistake when I started breeding. I used to keep one pigeon. They always ended up dying or running away. So you don't want that. You want to breed them, so you need a pair. Without a pair, you cannot do anything, okay? The pigeons will not survive properly without a pair. So if you think that you have so much commitment outside with work, with school, or with anything, start off with 1 pair. Okay, just a pair. You would have less cleaning problems, you would have less feeding issues, like you just leave the food there, water you should just leave there. Like you would have less responsibilities, as opposed to having 20-30 pairs, because 20-30 pairs you would have to clean more often. You would have to keep buying food. If the food runs out, you have to go buy food, give them. You have to worry about vaccinations, you have to worry about sicknesses, you have to worry about every single detail. Now with 2 pigeons, you are just getting started, so you cannot have 20 pairs or 10 pairs or 5 pairs when you're just getting started, because you don't want to risk the life of all those pigeons. You start off with 2 pigeons. Get used to it. Learn different things, okay? Learn how they walk, learn how they function, learn how they behave, okay? Get them used to you, and then once you see now you are okay, it's time for you to increase another pair, you can buy another pair and introduce it to the loft. But start off with 2 pigeons. And as far as the age, do not buy baby pigeons if you're beginning. Why? Let me tell you why. Baby pigeons have a lot of stress. There's feeding them, vaccinations, and they get sick very easily. They have to be looked after like all the time. You have to feed them the perfect amount of food. and all those stuff, okay, all those responsibilities. Now you are a beginner, you cannot start off with that. Start off with a pair, okay, a pair that is already laying eggs or something like that, okay, a pair that is ready, is mating, an old pair, okay, like a pair that is like a mature pair, okay, buy a mature pair that is mating, that is about to have babies, eggs, that's about to have eggs. You buy that pair and then you can keep it there in your loft. But don't go taking baby pigeons and putting them in your loft. They will end up dying because it's a difficult process to get them, to raise them since you are a beginner. And the final thing you need to consider is health, okay? The different diseases that the pigeons can contract, the different infections, all those sorts of things, the different diseases that the babies could end up contracting, and how you can counteract them, how you can treat them, and all those details. Now, reading is your best bet. Don't even, if you don't want to watch my videos, fine, don't watch the videos, but at least do some research, read around, read some books, search on the internet, learn some home remedies, do all sorts of reading and get the knowledge, because if your pigeons get sick, it's likely that you would not always be able to go to the vet. So with inspection and that knowledge, you can tell that, oh, this pigeon has some growth on its face. You already know, yeah, that is pox, and this is how you can treat pox. You already know that, okay? So you won't have that much of a hassle trying to figure out what it is when the problem arises. So always be prepared. The third point, I would not call it health, I would say be prepared for anything. That's the third point. Because with breeding pigeons, any single thing could happen, and it's up to you. You are the one that will determine the after effect. The result of your actions will determine the life of the pigeon or something around the pigeon, okay? So always be prepared for anything. That's the third point. Not health. Health will fall under be prepared, because the pigeons, they are like humans, okay? We know our systems. Like if your head aches, what do? You take a paracetamol, okay? You take a paracetamol or an aspirin, your headache is gone, okay? The same way, you need to know, because these are creatures that you are breeding. You need to have an idea about all the health issues that they could have, the nutrition, every single thing. You will fall under be prepared. So anyway, I hope this is helpful for the beginners out there and the new subscribers that don't breed pigeons but have fallen in love with pigeons and want to breed pigeons. I hope this helps you, and let me know in the comments down below, beginners, let me know. I want to create separate videos for you every week. Once a week there'll be one video, so request me, ask me questions in the comments. I want to answer them in videos in detail for you, so that I can train you guys on how to breed pigeons, and you can go through that process like perfectly and avoid the mistakes that I made during my time when I started. Because when I started, I was young. We didn't have internet, we didn't have anything. There was no way to figure out. There was no YouTube basically. So there was no way we could figure out how to treat the pigeon, what to do. We had to figure all that stuff out ourselves with experimenting and learning new things every day. So for you, it won't be an issue, because we'll help you out. So let us know. So anyway, this wraps up the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I really love interacting with you guys. Make sure to hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. All the links are in the description down below. And make sure to go ahead and take a look at our website, pigeonempire.info. Go cop yourself these t-shirts. Show us your love and support. Keep us growing. And anyway, we'll catch you next time. Pigeon Empire, we off. Stay safe. Please take good care of your pigeons. Peace. We out.